there, Blevins here with day 2 of week 12. This is the last week of the intensity training cycle, and so this is the second to last day. Squats with 550 felt a lot better than squats with 535 last week. I did bring my stance in just slightly and pointed my toes a little bit more forward. I've been going back and looking over some of my meet footage. And one of the things that I've noticed is it's difficult for me to have a consistent squat form on a platform because I've got this huge mirror in front of me when I lift in any of the platforms in the gym I'm at. They have mirrors that run all the way across the front wall, and honestly I wish they weren't there. I tried really hard in this workout to ignore them, but I do squat with my head a little bit out of neutral. I have my head slightly tilted up, and because I do that, the mirror is right there in front of me, and it is hard to zone that out. Those are some things to think about when you're getting ready for competitions. If you've squatted in the gym where you have been in a rack that either you can't adjust very well, you either have the bar too high and you have to get up on your tippy toes to unrack it, or you have to go real low and you do like a quarter squat to get the weight out. That's going to change come competition time because you can set the rack much more precisely at most of these competitions. Likewise, if you squat in front of a mirror like I do, you're going to have no mirror there anymore. You're not going to be able to look at your form, at your depth, or anything. It's all just going to be inside your head. You're going to have to know, you're going to have that kinesthetic awareness of where your body is at without the aid of visual mirror. So things to pay attention to come meet time. I know that throws some people off. Some people will get really far forward in their squats because they're not used to looking at themselves, and therefore they don't stay as upright. Sometimes their depth will be extra low because they can't see where they're at. They overshoot depth and then get buried. These are just things that can happen, and it's one of those reasons where you're going to want your openers, especially for your first few competitions, to be low. I say that for myself as well because I haven't competed that many times. I still consider myself a novice as far as experience goes, maybe just barely getting into that intermediate experience level with actually competing in powerlifting. One of the things that I've learned so far from competing has been it's not always the strongest lifter that wins. It's the most experienced lifter that often comes to be the best lifter because they put up the best totals consistently and they know how to compete in close neck-to-neck races. So anyways, things to think about, things to consider. That said, if you have any questions or would like to put some topics in to discuss over the next few weeks, the next probably 3 weeks worth of training footage is going to be really short videos, only because my volume is going to be way down. It's going to be working up to some big weights for some triples and doubles, but the workouts themselves will be pretty short. So if you have some questions or topics you'd like me to cover, I will. I know one that's been talked about already has been my warm-up routine, and I'll probably throw that in there here in the next few weeks. In any case, I hope wherever you're at, you're doing well. Blessings.